So this time I'm given an infinite series, and we have the infinite series of -1/2 raised to the n power. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to calculate the first three terms of the infinite series and then go from there. So if I let n be 1 to start off with, I'm going to get -1/2 with the exponent of 1 on the outside. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the same fraction on the inside, but I'm going to let the next exponent be 2. So we're going up by 1 each time. Now I've got -1/2 raised to the third power. And then from there, I can add an infinite number of series at the end, an infinite number of terms. So now what I need to do is I need to raise each fraction to the exponent. -1/2 to the 1 power is going to be -1/2. -1/2 squared, that's the same thing as multiplying -1/2 by itself. You're going to get +1/4. For the third term, I have -1/2 cubed. That's going to give me -1/8. And then I have my plus dot at the end. So when I find an infinite sum, what I want to do is I want to find out what the first term of the series is and put that on top of the fraction, and then have 1 minus r at the bottom, where the absolute value of r is less than 1. R is a number that's going to be known as the common ratio. And that's the number that you multiply by to get to each new number. So what do I have to multiply -1/2 by to get to +1/4? And what do I have to multiply 1/4 by to get to -1/8? That's going to be my R value. Now for this series, my first term, A1, is going to be this -1/2 right here. So I'm going to put that right there. And my R value that I multiply by to get to each new term is going to also be -1/2. So they're going to be the same fraction. Now what I can do is I could plug both of those fractions into my formula. I'm going to put A1 on top, and I'm going to have 1 minus R at the bottom. So the -1/2 can stay at the top. At the bottom, I have 1 minus a -1/2, and those two negatives are going to cancel out to give me a positive. So 1 plus 1/2 is going to give me 2/2 plus 1/2. That's going to be the same thing as 3/2. So now I have two fractions. I have one on top that I'm going to leave the same, and I have a bottom fraction which I can actually flip over. And now I can multiply the two fractions together. The 2's are going to cancel out, leaving me with a -1 on top and a 3 at the bottom. So that's going to be my answer, -1/3.